In this ratio question, we are supposed to find the unknown here and here. And we are given two ratios. They are equivalent. So let's take a closer look at them. We can write in this way. Now, you notice that these are improper fractions. So we are going to change this to improper fraction as well. Then we get 9 out of 2 is 2y. So let's take a look. When the ratios are written in this way, it means that they are equivalent. This will be equivalent to this, and this will be equivalent to this. And one way to solve the problem is to make use of the constant term in the middle. So here I have a 3, and here we have 9 out of 2. So one way is to make these two ratios the same. In other words, changing this into the same number. One way is we can multiply this side by the factor of 9 out of 2. Whereas over here, we can multiply by the factor of 3. So with this, we will get 9x out of 2 is to 27 out of 2 is to 81 out of 4. And on the right hand side, when we multiply by 3, we will get 45 out of 4 is to 27 out of 2 is to 3y. So we have achieved the objective of having these two terms the same. Now, if you look at the ratio on the left, you will notice that this is equivalent to this. Similarly, this is equivalent to this, okay? And now, because the middle quantity is exactly the same, we can say that this whole thing is equal to this. As a result, we can say, by comparing these two terms, we can write 9 out of 2x is equal to 45 out of 4. So with this, since we have 9 out of 2 times x give you this, to get rid of this 9 out of 2, we shall divide both sides by 9 out of 2. Therefore, when I divide this by 9 out of 2, it will become 1. And on the right hand side, here, we just say divide by 9 out of 2. And from here, we get x equal to 5 out of 2, which is same as 2.5 or 2.5. Down here, we have the 3y to handle. So 3y is equal to 81 out of 4. Therefore, we can write 3y is equal to 81 out of 4. And so y will be 81 out of 4 divided by 3, so that we can get rid of the 3 here. This is 3 times y. So to remove the 3, we divide both sides by 3. So with this, y is equal to 27 out of 4, which can be written in 6 and 3 out of 4, or 6.75. There is another way to do this. Instead of using fractions, we can use decimal. Now, so to do this using decimal, what we can do is we will write all the fractions to decimal. So with this, the left ratio becomes x is to 3 is to 4.5. And the ratio on the right becomes 3.75 is to 4.5 is to y. Same thing, these two are equivalent ratios. So our objective, again, is to make these two terms the same. So one way is we multiply the ratio here by this factor 4.5. whereas we multiply the ratio over here with the factor 3. So with this, we will get 4.5x is to 13.5 is to 20.25 equal 3.75 times 3 will give us 11.25 is to 4.5 times 3 to give us 13.5 is to 3y. Now, this is possible if the conversion from the fractions to decimals does not give us non-terminating decimal. If it is non-terminating decimal, we are going to do rounding off and it is going to lead to error. So be careful of this point. In this case, we can do decimal because all these are terminating decimals. Okay, back to solving. So you see, over here, these two terms are exactly the same, which means these two are exactly the same, and these two will be exactly the same. So we write 4.5x equal to 11.25, and so x is equal to 11.25 out of 4.5, which gives us 2.5 or 2.5. And down here, 3y is equal to 20.25. So y is equal to 20.25 divided by 3, and that gives us 6.75, which is same as 6 3/4.